Spellbook.
In private, Thorindel comes to the group and says, I think that we should have this woman, or at least look into it further. If she is a magic user, I feel obligated to help any that I can.
No, I'm kidding. Well, if it is what I must do, I mean, I was recently saved by a magic user, so I do feel a sense of debt, but...
I agree. You know, the only magic I've seen in my life has been used positively. Well, the overtly used magic. The thing that I've seen used most negatively has been that broadsword. And he points at Henry's hilt.
Could that broadsword be magical?
Oh my god, there's a mosquito. What the fuck are you doing here?
Calm down, True.
Drew just losing his mind. And Anna will
Bang!
say,
A mosquito.
Anna will say, maybe it would be best we don't start trouble in every village that we travel to. Otherwise, this journey for justice will be for naught. I'm not even sure if we can return to Dunford. I understand that Cassie wants us to help Virgil, but if we go back, aren't there bigger problems now? Virgil said himself that they weren't going to kill him.
Gorgon's...
I don't want to leave Cassie behind, but we can't go back there.
Gorgon is still cleaning the barrel of his musket, and he says, well, we should go check on his friend and see how he's doing. But he looks to Anna and says, Anna, now that you're gone from Dunford, what would you have us do? Where should we go?
I don't know what you want to do, but my plan was to leave Dunford already. I don't know.
Well,
We can't stay there.
he could have a clue to... Ah, never mind.
Gorgon says to Anna, let's see where this logical next step takes us. And we can decide our future from there.
Hobgoblin logic.
Cassie informed me that you took money to complete a job.
Gorgon said, yes, he provided us some compensation in order to complete the task.
Our job was to warn Charles. I'm not saying we won't do that. If we go back to Dunford and we try to make a case against the Marshal, it feels like we're trying to bring justice to that family, but really, there are bigger problems now. They caught us for harboring magic users. Both Leslie and I could be hanged for this.
I agree. It's completely doomed. Unfortunately, they have all the power. None of the evidence in the world will turn this around because it seems that the judge and jury are involved.
Gamry nods.
I suspect that the magistrate wasn't involved, although he could have been.
I assume
Marshal
he
certainly
is.
Yeah, I think he said that the magistrate is just being like, he's sort of weak-willed, and the Marshal's just, yeah.
Leslie's automatically
Going for
suspicious of people in power. He assumes
Certainly
he's totally in on it.
It certainly seems that the Marshal was involved.
And who is they going to believe? 2 magic users and a murderer? Or the Marshal? Or is the Marshal dead? Either
Perhaps
way.
Saint Marie himself could offer up the evidence. But about this other matter, Anna, if you were captured and being accused of witchcraft, would you not want someone to help you? Gamry, if you were wrongfully accused of something, would you not expect justice?
I do not
Gorgon,
have much faith.
You don't believe in vengeance against magic?
I don't believe in vengeance.
Pass by.
It's stupid.
Thorindel looks disgusted.
What? I don't believe in vengeance.
Disgusting.
Oh, I think that you. Oh, I'm either one of us misunderstood.
Yeah, you're on this. You guys are agreeing.
Yeah, I.
Gorgon says, "Of course I'm with you." As he's still cleaning the weapon, he's like, "Did you know that guard took terrible condition of, kept this musket in terrible condition? I'm surprised it even fired in the first place. Look at it. I think there's cheese in the trigger well."
I agree with Thrindle. I believe there's
Cheese?
no justice in what's going on in these lands.
What is cheese?
We should investigate this woman's case. If she's
Come with me
guilty,
then, and we will have and see what there is to be heard of her case.
I warn
I
you,
sus-
if the evidence points to her guilt, she shall hang.
That may be so, but
Anna looks at. Sorry, go ahead, Benzel.
Not guilt of using magic, of course. Using magic in an evil way. There is a difference.
although
If she's really
have-
cursing and hexing people, then she
BRB.
probably should suffer for that.
although there are several magic users who have come together here, they are indeed quite rare. I had only met 2 before this point in my long life. I suspect none of you have ever met any before.
Well,
Now,
Not
If sh-
knowingly.
if she is like Anna, then she deserves to be rescued.
can I get a knowledge? Does anyone have history or you obviously
do.
have local. Yeah, can you go ahead and
I don't have local, so I'm not going to do it here. I was just doing it because I live in Dunford.
I got an 8.
can you go ahead and throw a knowledge history down?
11.
That's not very high. You know
Neither am I.
the Andarum Order hasn't captured a magic user in several years.
The what order? Andarum order?
Yeah, Andarum Order.
Is that
Anadarum.
Those-
They're looking for me!
Oh god! Is that like the Wingardium Leviosa order?
So what is the Andarium order? They're...
I think they're the Inquisitors.
That is the the Anadarum Order is they were formerly a group of knights that has since transformed. Well, they were originally a group of knights that were mage hunters, and they've sort of transitioned into knightly orders aren't quite as prominent as they are now. It's more like position of esteem, but they have transitioned to soldiers, but not all of them are, such as the Inquisitor. But yes, basically they are magic hunters.
So the guys that we dealt with before,
Having
the
countered were from
the
the-
guys with the plump bomb. Yeah, they were Andarum order.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Including the green cloaks. Like that's their sigil, basically, is green cloaks.
No, the green is of the army. Now, of course, some officers in the army are part of the Andarum Order. Not
Got
all
it.
of them are. It's not mandatory, but it's considered like a position of high respect if you are to be a part of it. And they do have a certain amount of autonomy within the kingdom.
Got it.
Is that supposed to be me falling?
That'd be funny to reenact that, actually.
Does Dunford and the capital share an army? Like, is it one army?
Well, yeah, I mean the Tor Empire has a standing army, and that basically is for the entire empire. So Dunford is a town within the Tor Empire. Okay.
Did I recognize my brother as any of the army people that
Sorry,
have been
recognize
chasing
your,
us?
Your brother?
recognize your brother.
Yeah, like my older brother is in the army.
You have more than one brother. Oh. Well, that's confusing.
Well,
Somebody didn't read his backstory.
I did. It was confusing.
it
If you just had one brother named Carrick, it would have been much better.
But what if he had 3 names?
I just don't want like Gamry to have slaughtered one of my brothers or
Decapitated
my
your brother?
uncles.
No, that hasn't happened.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just going to take a really quick break. I'll be right back.
oh, this gives me a good chance to use
just-
my break window. Yay!
Maybe I should go make tea.
Fag.
Thanks.
Gor-
Appreciate that.
yeah,
Don't worry, I said the same thing in my head when Gorgon said he was making tea.
go make some tea, Gorgon.
I like a tea.
Hey,
Is it green tea?
you guys should go to my stream and check out my sweet BRB page.
Just a big dick.
Maybe if you link it.
All right.
I'm gonna jump out for a smoke real quick while Benzel's gone.
How come that's not a hyperlink? Oh well.
Because I think it's not supposed to make links into hyperlinks.
I thought it did.
Let's see. Oh wow. Stanford E. Where's that from?
You know the old time movies.
Oh,
Grab us, let's all.
but
go
it was
to the
referenced in
lobby.
some cartoon.
Oh yeah, I mean I think it's been used many times. Let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah.
Get ourselves a snack.
lobby. I mean, I would totally do it. I'd be like, great idea, ad. Time for me to go grab a snack. Speaking of which,
Snack time.
Hey! How's it going? Oh, Charles, how you doing, mate? Straight through that, yeah? See you in a bit, yeah? Isis, what are you doing?
Halloween.
So inappropriate. So inappropriate.
Oh, it's just a little fun little costume.
Okay. I am
What's wrong with it?
back. Just a drink of water
Yes,
here.
so how is it?
So are we sleeping a night, guys? Crafter's all about resting.
Yeah, well, I rented the room to stay the night. So I would say we stay the night too.
Yeah, you guys can stay the night.
Russell, roll a Cure Light Wounds, bro. You there?
I'm back.
So Benzel, I'm using some tallow and some of the gunpowder I have to craft myself a flare shell.
Okay.
Oh, yo. I didn't need the healing. I was.
What are you doing, Gorgon?
Are you full HP? Does anybody need healing?
Are you a magician too?
Gorgon's got one of those jeweler's lenses on, and he's like packing powder very carefully into the end of a metal case, and he says, "Shh, be very quiet. I'm packing powder."
I see.
That reminds me of my The End page. Yeah, Les is actually positions himself at a table where he can clearly see what Gorgon is doing. He opens his book and has it next to him, and glances over and takes notes as he works. And he starts to fiddle with his alchemist kit, pouring mixtures together, smashing them up.
Gorgon glances over, and once he's completed his flare cartridge, he says, with some just good old-fashioned chemistry, you wouldn't have to bend the laws of physics.
Les sighs. He goes, I feel that just lacks a certain amount of imagination. Not that your inventions aren't creative and flashy, don't get me wrong.
So I have an invention that I didn't know how to price out, but I was... could I just run it over the group real quick? So what it is, it's a firecracker that's designed to sound exactly like a pistol shot, And the closest thing I could find to it was a